Hi, I'm Isaac Turner, and we are at the Guitar Center in Salem Kaiser, and Zoom just sent us the new LiveTrak 8 to do a review on. Just because they sent me this, I have to send it back, so all my opinions are my own, and they're not going to be shaped in any way, shape, or form. I want to let you know what I actually think about it. And we are recording on my camera with an on-camera microphone, the Rode Video Mic Go, but you want to know how this thing sounds. So we're going to do the rest of the review with audio 100% from the L-8 starting now. Hi, so this is audio from the Zoom L-8, 100% no camera audio so that you can hear what this thing can do. So Zoom is targeting podcasters, and small groups or in bands. So I'm going to start getting into the features and tell you why that is. You can record with this guy straight to an SD card. The SD card slot is right there. You can see it. No computer, no nothing, which is awesome. And the other thing that makes it really portable is power-wise, you can use just 4 AA batteries, and they say that this will last 2.5 hours. So no computer, no power source, just plug in and start recording. With that also being said, this guy right here, which is a little USB, that's how you power it. You can put it in an outlet. It can be USB bus powered with your computer, but that makes this guy also able to be a interface and convert your audio straight to whatever recording program that you like or use. You have 6 individual independent XLRs, so 6 microphones. And then your 7 and 8 input right here, you can be a regular line input. It could be a USB input. And then your 8, you have line, USB, and now you also got this phone input. So you could take phone calls for all you podcasters, and I actually tested this last night. I'm not going to do it now because, you know, my other person is on the camera. But apparently I was reading that it has some kind of something going on to basically make the phone clearer, and it sounded great. One thing I will say, when I first opened this thing up, when I tried to record, is I was just hitting the record button, record, nothing was happening, right? I was like, what's going on? So I hit the good old Google, and apparently you have to hit record and play for this thing to start recording, as you can see here, which is a little different, but once you get used to it, it's not a big deal. And then, you know, the rest of this stuff is basic mixer things. You have your gain stage, your mixers, your mutes, and record, play, standard stuff like that. The other awesome thing is this thing does have effects. Let's see if I could turn it up so you can really hear it. Whoa. A little crazy. Anyways, the really rad thing about this guy is it has effects on it. So you can hear what you're doing when you're recording, like in an actual studio environment with reverb, and it will record to the master track, which is really awesome, right? But when I was first messing with this, my first concern was, well, I want to track with reverb, but I don't necessarily want it to record with it in case it's too much in post and I want to adjust things. So I was a little concerned about it. But when I did the recording and I brought it into Ableton Live, which is what I use, the stereo track had effects on it, but it also individually tracks each channel, and they're dry. So I can go in and post-production and add the amount of reverb compressors that I want on each actual track and mix it in my DAW, which is awesome. So I'm not a complete expert on the Zoom. It might have a feature where you can track with reverb, but even the stereo won't apply it. I don't know. That's something you would have to get into. But straight out of the box, it's totally usable because of recording each individual track dry. So I just realized I missed some stuff I want to show you here on the effects. So right now we're in recorder mode right here. If you hit effect, you can see the different effects, and you could change your different effects. Got a lot of stuff going on. I personally like plate. So you've got all these, and there's probably more, right? If you want to use it as just a standalone mixer, boom, there you go. Now, it also has a scene function. So let's say that you really like the way you set your whole deal up, right? You can save it as a scene and recall it, so you don't have to set it up every single time, which is awesome. The other thing I want to mention here is this right here. So if you look at standard mixers, they're going to have like one headphone out off the master, like this right here, right? And then people would have a headphone device, which would have different headphones, and this is built in. So you've got a master headphone right off the master track, and you have 3 more individual headphone outputs for your guest speakers, for the other people in your band. They can have however much they want and hear what's going on without any extra external stuff. Podcaster homies, you have 6 different sound pads. You can load these sound pads with jingles, intros, sound effects, and just trigger them during the recording at any time. I love the Zoom LiveTrak 8. I have a Zoom H6 that I really loved before this, but I mean, having 2 more XLR inputs, having all these headphones, and the effects is kind of huge for a standalone recorder mixer device thing going on here. If you like this and you want to pick one of these up, just call the Salem Keizer Guitar Center store. You know, buy one of these through the store. It helps us keep making these in a roundabout way. I think what you get for $399.99 is pretty awesome. Having this many inputs, this many headphone outputs, the effects, the fact that this can be used as a mixer, a recorder, a podcast station, an interface. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck. So that was my overview. I'm really impressed. I might actually buy one of these things. So if you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment below, and we will get back to you and try and answer your questions the best we can. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.